What's going on, everybody? Let's have a little Bible study, shall we? So, today we're going to be reading John chapter 20, verse 19. And it says, Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, came Jesus and stood in the midst and saith unto them, Peace be unto you. What a powerful scripture. Yesterday was Resurrection Sunday, and today is what they would call Easter Monday, right? It is the day after the resurrection. But I wanted to read this scripture because after Jesus was crucified and that after he was crucified and he rose that Sunday morning, the Sunday evening he came back to visit his disciples. This is very significant because the disciples, they had scattered after his arrest, and they were in hiding. Now they were in hiding, as the verse says, because they feared that the Jews would retaliate. They feared that the same people that took Jesus's life would then take their lives as well, right? So the doors were shut because they were in hiding. There was also a little bit of guilt, a little bit of shame there as well. So when Jesus came onto the scene, when he appeared, he didn't, open the door or whatever. It wasn't. They didn't let him in. He just appeared, right? But he appeared. When he appeared in his same fleshly body, right? But his fleshly body had been glorified. So now he has this fleshly body, this glorified body, right? So I don't want to go off into a tangent, but Jesus appears and he says, Peace be unto you. And that peace be unto you is basically just saying, like, all right, don't worry, like, I'm not upset. Because they could have been thinking, like, oh my God, he's here, now he's gonna get us. But Jesus, like, peace be unto you, like be chill, like be calm, be cool, be collected, right? I'm not here for you. I'm here to let you know that the mission is still a go, right? The mission is still a go. And now you are now going to be my messengers, my apostles. I am now going to use you to go out and spread my word even further, even more than you might have already been doing it, or even more than I might have been doing it already. Greater works, you will do. So I really love this scripture because it lets us know the forgiving nature of Jesus. When everybody left him high and dry, he still understood that I know that I was left high and dry, but these people, they didn't have the mindset that I had. So it's not about them leaving him high and dry. It's not about them, abandoning him. It's more so about these are the people that I am choosing. And with that choosing, I have to understand and respect and know their humanity, right? Um, there might have been things that God couldn't fathom or Jesus couldn't fathom, but he still understood our humanity. So it lets me know that Jesus, even when you stray from Jesus, even when you go off and try to do your own thing, that the carpet is still laid out for you, that the position is being held for you, that the mantle is still being placed in for you, right? So even though you try to run, Jesus is going to come back to you and say, Peace be with you. Yes, you might have been just like the prodigal son. You might have been the one that went away for whatever reason. You might have wanted to turn up. You might have wanted to do this and do that and be with this person and be with that person. But the minute you came back home, the minute the prodigal son came back home, the opportunity, the money, the resources, the love, it all remained. So that's your story. That the love that Jesus has, the promises that Jesus has, the gifting that God has for you, it will all remain because it's a part of your inheritance, because it's a part of your story, because it's a part of your trajectory. Now, am I saying that you just go out and do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it? Absolutely not. But what I am saying is that you still have an opportunity to turn back, and Jesus will say, peace be unto you, peace be with you, peace be your guidance, peace be your heart, peace be your mind, that shalom, that peace that surpasses any, all, and every understanding. God is getting ready to do that for you because He's waiting for you to come back. He's never changed the room that you were in. He's never changed the setup that you had. It is still waiting for you, but only you can make the decision to go back and to get that degree, to go back and to treat that woman right, or treat that man right, to go back and take your rightful place on your throne, to go back and be with God and on his right side. So I really love this scripture that Jesus, although they might have felt fear, they might have felt worry, they might have felt troubled in their mind, that he came back and before he said anything, he said, peace be unto you. Because you won't hear anything through the anxiety. You won't hear anything through the trauma. You won't hear anything through the stress. You won't hear anything through the fear. So first God has to say, have peace. Be at ease. Be at ease. I remember when I was in the ROTC, and they would be like, attention, right? And we would stand at attention. And I remember everything when we stood at attention, everything had to be crisp, even to the clacking the heels of your feet together. To the I remember my sergeants, they would say like the your thumb, like this part of your thumb had to line up with the seam of your pants, that the everything had to be down in one straight line, like this part right here of your button-up shirt, it had to line up with your zipper, right? And you had to stand there and you had to just look straight. You couldn't smile. I remember the sergeant one time, he was like don't move, don't do nothing. And he said, if you itch, don't scratch. And man, when I tell you, as soon as he said that, that's when you start itching the most. He said, if you itch, don't scratch. And if we did do anything, we moved, if we breathed together, we couldn't even sneeze. Hear me? And I'm gonna make a point. We couldn't even sneeze, and we would have to do 50 push-ups or 100 jumping jacks. It was crazy. But then there was a call for at ease. And at ease, you can separate your legs. You can drop your arms down. You still have to kind of stand with a bit of poise and just discipline. But you can kind of like relax a little bit. At ease, and as you were, at ease. But when I used to hear that word at ease, it was like you can breathe, because it's like every bone in your body is tensed up. So that's what Jesus said. When Jesus came onto the scene, they probably were shaking in their boots, like, oh my God, they're probably frozen, just like, what's gonna? And he said, peace be unto you. That was Jesus saying at ease. And at that moment, I'm good and I can rest easy. So my prayer and my encouragement is that you get to that point where that you can be at ease with God, and that you get to that point where that it is all still available for you. So go out and go get your blessing. With that being said, make sure you're following this guy right here. Make sure you like the video, share the video, favorite the video, comment on the video, repost the video, and do all the things. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and light. Bye.